different social media platforms, but this is what we're going to be learning how to do. So in one demo, I'm going to merge them all together. So you get to do an impasto one and you get to do this ornate one. And it's of a bunch of roses that I have that my mum got me. But it's really good for you to lean into all the different styles. I would get criticized, and have done in the past, for people saying that I don't, maybe it looks like there's a few different artists on my page. I look at it like singers. If you think about a singer, sometimes they do acoustic sets and sometimes they do full-blown concerts and sometimes they do a recording studio. It's exactly like that when you're an artist. You will have different skill sets that will be transferable to different mediums. So the first one that we did was this one. So it's all going to be up for you on Tuesday, hopefully, if I get it edited in time, because I'm talking. And so this one I wanted to be quite ornate, and then this one is impasto painting. So we used, as usual, we used the primary colors, and I know that you're all learning, you're becoming more confident in the more color mixing that you do. And what I want to teach you is to paint loose and also to be your own painter. We don't need grids. You just need yourself, and you need very simple tools. So this one is a really good one for impasto painting. So using your palette knife, we used so this will all be going up for you. We used a very small palette knife, and the trick really is the medium. You don't always have to use it, but sometimes it gives you a little bit more structure in the paint so that you can move it easier. But you can just see the difference in those paintings. To me, I wanted this one to be nice and ornate, even though it started as just a boring vase of roses. I wanted it to be ornate, like I was in Pride and Prejudice and I was walking down the hall and I saw this vase of flowers sitting. And then with this one, I wanted it to be more loose, more impressionist. And with your skills and what you have in your back pocket, all the skills that you're learning being here with me, or maybe you already know them, but I'm pushing you to get using them more regularly. Really good for your mental well-being, but also each time it will help your confidence, because I want you to be the most unintentional artist in your household. And I have been teaching for over 20 years in a workshop capacity. I've worked with young people with learning disability. That's where I started. And that is why I am able to keep the template that I have is for all abilities and all age ranges. So from tiny tots up to 90-year-olds, I love sharing my skills with you. We did do this. Surprise, surprise, a gesture drawing. And then we did another gesture drawing. Ugh. I'm also not wearing my paint clothes, so I'm just really conscious of that. So gesture drawings, they're just a brilliant way. I want you to refer back to there's 500 videos, I think, on my channel. Not all of them would be teaching, but a good 200 and something of them will be, probably in the last few months. Gesture drawing is a skill that I do want you to get used to, because it's seconds of your life and it helps the brain settle for whenever you start to add paint. And it's a really lovely way to get introduced to loose paint. Even if your gesture drawing is the loosest part of that day of painting, if you become really tight by the time you get into your paints, that's okay. You've still given it a go. And each time you make your skills stronger, then that's just pushing your creativity and bringing your confidence to the forefront. So I can't wait to share this with you. Please keep telling me all the things that you want to paint. That was quite impromptu, painting the flowers, because my mum bought me the flowers, and you know what I'm like. I can't have a bunch of flowers without painting them. But impasto painting that's with acrylic as well. Some of them are just the Galleria. Others were my professional Winsor Newton, and then we use the Liquitex modeling paste. So that is how you get that very thick effect. If you don't have the modeling paste, it doesn't matter. You can still achieve thick marks with your acrylic paint. It just is a little harder to manage if you're brand new to it. But this demo will show you, it's a demo, but it's also just me painting, and you get to observe and to learn from that. So it's not me teaching to camera, it's filmed from above. And I love thinking about you all and how we can push your practice so that you learn how to get confident with color as well. There's pink in there, even though they're yellow roses. There's also thick paint. And then at the end, I have the pencil marks over the front. So it's really good to start with your pencil, and it's good to end with your pencil, even if all you do is sign your name over the top of your paint. That is the way to feel like you have completed a task, if that makes sense. So it means you start it. It's that whole thing of, my son has a lot of additional needs, and we like to close the circle. Sorry, he's in here, but I know he's not, it's the dog. We like to close the circle. So for him, if there's things that like he finds very difficult, that we then are able to bring it round so that the circle is closed. So it's not this open, chaotic time. Same with your painting. And even though we're all in different abilities and different age ranges, we want to close the circle. So we start with our pencil and we finish with our pencil. That's why I always try to teach you A, B, C, finish. You want there to be a rhythm to your painting so you get more excited to show up to the canvas. And also you can be like, I've got 15 minutes today. What can I churn out in 15 minutes? I think this was 25 minutes. But little yellow roses, have a wonderful Sunday. It is my second boy's 14th birthday, which blows my mind because now I just think, well, now I've started to, like, he's our second as well. So I've started to just feel like I'm not a child anymore myself. But thank you for being here. Please keep sharing the videos. I think this week we had, oh my goodness, it's crazy. I think I've gone up by 1,000 subscribers in the last 3 and a bit weeks. And I just am here to bring painting to the forefront of your life so that you enjoy it and that you can heal through it and that you can feel your most confident and true self. So have a brilliant day. Thank you for making my job as an artist even more exciting. And also it's so lonely. So I feel like I have my community, and please keep sharing in the comments what you like, what you don't like, or what you want to see more of. Maybe that's a better way. I always say at the end of my workshops, if you have any feedback, positive, put it online, negative, email it to me. So management@alyharte.com. But have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much for showing up here. Hi, Linda. And I really appreciate you. Me and my painterly hands are going to go and get ready for my son's party. He has celiac disease, so we rarely get a takeout, and we have a Chinese near us which has a gluten-free section, and we will be all over that. Thank you, Lisbeth. Oh, don't make me cry, because I get so many, not so many, I actually don't. My husband says that the ratio is very good. But when negative ones come through, or people say, you know, things about, I don't know, my hair or something, I'm like, I don't want to show up today. But then whenever I get encouragement, and not that I'm seeking validation, but I want to be able to teach you and lead you to be the most unintentional artist in your household. And it's a nice-ish day in Northern Ireland. I hope that it is a wonderful day where you are. Bye.